grab the extra goodies. We should be done. Actually, I'll keep these here. We're not quite done with redstone, but we're almost done. But let's bring in some of this extra stuff here, because we're definitely ready for some of this. Okay. First off, let's do the easier of the lighting. Okay, and this one here couldn't be any easier. We've got 5 sortable units, right? This little section here that's got the 2 blocks on top, just place a light on the front block. That way, when this system runs, right, something's going to enter this dropper. It's going to activate the comparator. It's going to light this block up. It's going to light this piece of redstone, which is going to activate this stone. This light's going to turn on. So whenever this light flashes, it's telling us that this module is being used. Okay? Alright, so there's an easy one. Let's do another easy one. This is an incredibly silent system. So because of that, I decided to make it so that I could have some fun. So I took a jukebox and placed it right there. Okay? That torch down there won't even affect anything. Okay? I thought it might be a problem when I put a record in. It doesn't do it. Okay? So now if we get a record, toss it in here. You got some nice music playing while you're using your sorting system. All right. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. More chests. Okay. This entire build uses regular chests, right? So what I wanted to do was to give you more storage that wasn't combined with redstone. And I believe what I did is, yeah, I started up here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to put one here, so I'm going to give you 5 chests that are not connected to redstone that you guys can choose to place whatever you would like inside of. Okay. Then the other thing is, I'm going to use up here. On the right, or I'm sorry, the left half of every chest we can place a sign on, right? Or not a sign on, a picture frame. I want to help you identify what you're going to put in all of your chests. Okay. So I want to do that. I have some extra ones so that I can label something else too, but let's just make sure we get the ones that we really want labeled. Okay. All right. Then down here, I brought in 2 brick stairs. You're not going to use brick. You're going to use whatever you decide to create as, your floor. I'm just using brick to let you know that this is a piece of it that's got to go in. So I'm going to come up here, and stairs can be placed above chests and still allow the chest to open. And what I wanted to try to do, and actually I think I went in the wrong place. I think I did, and I can't get out. Okay, so we'll do it this way. If you take that lever out to put your floor in, you're going to have a hard time getting at this chest, right? So what I did is placed an upside down stair right there. So that way when there's a block here, you're standing on the floor, and right here, you'll be able to get at, okay? So that's what that'll do. Okay, let's see. We've got some extra signs here. What do we got? 7 signs. So I'll just put 2 here for now and 2 here for now to help label, any of those that you might have. Okay. Oh, let's see. What else do we have? Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to go see where the. Okay, guys. We're going to come over here now, and what I decided to do is put an anvil on top of this chest. Chest still opens, which is awesome. A 3 furnaces, and I'm going to just, I hope I can pop up and do this. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and just enough room to toss crafting table. Okay? And I want to do that in between each of these modules. Okay, guys, I finished through there. Now I'm back over here, and I have an ender chest that we can slide right above here. Okay, and again, you know, your floor is here, right? I've got some signs that we're going to put in a minute, but let's come back out here. Okay, if I come over here again, this is our bulk storage, right? So you would have a sign in here that told you what your bulk storage is. So I won't fill in the signs right now, but whatever you decide to put in there, you could put a little sign that says that that chest is your bulk storage, okay? This chest is the input chest that would bypass this module, okay? So I'm just going to come along with signs and place them on the chests that are used for the bulk, okay? So the chest, and if you notice, that's the only chest you can easily get at, right? And then the other 6 are back there, okay? So I'm just going to finish placing those. And then I've got a couple extra little picture frames that I'll actually come over here. And since these are your free chests, we'll just put them here because you can place whatever you want in there that's not going to get sorted, okay? And then we can come over here and do a couple things over here. First of all, we don't have an easy way to immediately place things in this series of chests. I said a second ago that, you know, these chests are where all the overflow items will get dumped. If they come through the system, they're going to attempt to go down at the bottom and then, you know, work their way up. But you can actually position stuff in these chests any way you want to. They won't automatically sift down, okay? So you can kind of create a little bit of order there if you want to. But what we can do is create a little way to get items in here. And if you kind of come over here, you'll see that it's at that level that your input chest is on, right? So we kind of back up. You'll kind of see it over here. See that? So it's at that level, okay? But I want it to feed into here, so it's got to come in at the bottom. So if we just bring back here, okay? See, so from the other direction it's coming in this way, right? So this time we're just going to come in this way to still activate the system, okay? But again, we want our chest at this, we want it to go in here. There we go. Then I can get rid of this dirt. And then our last double chest would be right here, okay? And then you can toss another stair. Yeah, see how that's right in line? I'm actually gonna, let's come over and see how this one does it. Okay, it's pushed back. It's pushed back. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so then that way, okay, that'll be good. So I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna put with the shift key, there we go. Again, it's a stair, which means I can open the chest. We'll place a sign here that would say this is where, you know, a quick way to get into this section. And then just to kind of make it look uniform, we'll place in our goodies that we have elsewhere. Come on, bang, bang, bang. Okay. So now it should kind of look complete, right? From this angle, at least. Okay. All right. So what else do we have? We've got some extra lights. There's just a couple more lights I would like to toss in. So I think what I'll do is I'll hop down here. This is the elevator that's going to take items up to our unsortable or unstackable or overflow items. And I think it would be cool if we could create a light for this. And I think we've got something. I need to put a block there. There we go. see, I want to try to get it lined up with the others. I think that's it. There. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna do it this way. So we'll toss a block there. I'll toss a block there. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Move my light. So this should be in line with the other ones. It's a little farther away from the modules, but I think that could be a good thing because you know, this isn't sortable storage. This is just where the other guys come down. Just get rid of these, and actually this block here is unneeded. Okay, so if we come over here, this is the redstone torch that gets that hopper elevator working. And what I want to do here is use its signal to power this light. So all we need to do is, you know, when that torch turns on, it's going to send redstone up here. It's going to power this block, which will turn that light on. Okay, so we'll get that one done. Now, did I have? Yeah, I keep losing things. These are regular sticks. I'm just going to steal these for now, please. Oh shoot, I can't. I can't even do that. Oh yes, I could. Yes, I could. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have a bench, so we'll make a bench real quick. And let's see. I only have one piece of redstone. No, that ain't gonna do. All right. I need some ladders, basically. These are sticks, yes. These 9 are down here are the mufflers. I just want some ladders. These again, I don't have. You shouldn't have to keep making these. If you have what was in that original chest, you should be fine. But over here, I wanted to put ladders here as a way to get up top. There we go. So there's one on each side, okay? Because it's up here where we want to do some more work. All right. We've got the right here. We've got the bulk units, right? So if I come down to this first one, I think I'll leave this dirt in because that might help. Just it's not needed; it's just scaffolding. But in case you ever need to get up here, I could place a block right here. That torch will then do 2 things. It'll power this dropper, and then it'll power this block. And I want to use this to carry a line of redstone out. Okay. But then we got a couple problems. If I put another block here with redstone on it, it's going to deactivate this dropper. Same thing with this hopper. And then if I continue doing it down here, I can't open this chest. But you know, in this regard, I would never open it anyways. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use some slabs. I believe if I remember correctly, it was 4. Yeah. And then down at the end, I can put a solid block. And then here, it was here, right? Gotta get this right. I think it was another block here, because that's just a furnace. And connected to it, a block like this. Let me just come over here. I think that's what this guy's looking like, right? Yeah. Okay, good. And then the redstone really couldn't be any easier. Except I don't have enough redstone, so I gotta cheat again. Let's just give this a whole ton of redstone. Okay, and let's hop back to real mode. Okay, again, I don't do tutorials, so bear with me here. Okay, now you'll notice this is immediately hot, right? That's because it's getting its power from a lit torch. So this is why over here, if I continue, See, it's going to power this, which makes it look like this bulk unit is in service, right? So to solve that problem, I'm just going to toss a torch right here, okay? That'll invert the signal. Then I'll toss a piece of redstone here, okay? So if I run a little test, if this redstone was to turn off, this torch will turn on, power that redstone, and then that light will turn on. And I'm pretty sure if I take that off, you see, it's kind of weird. Like, if I put this back in for a second, you see that? It must be because, I don't know, it looks like it's leading in, but really, I think it's just powering this one, but evidently it's powering this one too. So, so we need a torch on the front there, and then redstone on the light, okay? So let's look at that from the side so you can see it again, okay? 2 solid blocks, one above this redstone torch, one right above that chest, right? Another solid block above the furnace, a light right next to it, half slabs here, redstone here and on top of the light, and right in the front of this block is a redstone torch, okay? All right, I am going to do the rest off camera, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, I finished the tutorial and actually just finished tearing down the completed version that I created in the tutorial. When it hit me, I did forget something. So I'm just going to come over here and show you what it was. You'll notice you probably still have a whole bunch of furnaces left. And this is what I did with the furnaces. These are the hoppers that were exposed, meaning there was nothing directly on top of the hopper. So for instance, this hopper is fine because it's got the chest. So what I did is I came in and I put a furnace on top of every exposed hopper that I had. You can actually see down here, I did the same thing a couple times down here, okay? I had read somewhere in an article that talked about reducing lag when using hoppers, and they said that if you were to put a furnace on top of a hopper, it would cause the hopper to check less to see what was directly above it. You know, if you've ever played with hoppers, you've done those things where, you know, you just have a hopper sitting there in the open, and then if something happens to be on top of it, the hopper pulls it down in. So it has to constantly check what's directly above the hopper to see if there's something it can pull down. Placing this furnace in here, especially, you know, when the furnace is totally empty, the hopper figures that out and then says, oh, there's nothing there. Okay, so it drastically reduces the amount of time that one hopper is doing this constant check. You know, you do this enough with all these exposed hoppers, and it saves you a ton of time. I didn't have to use any up here. I did some toying around and discovered that this does suffice to let this hopper know that there's not something in here. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. I did toss them on top over here. So you've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up at the very top. But all your other ones are used down here. Okay, whoops, I forgot to turn the recorder back on. Well, guys, I'm not gonna try to redo what I just did, but basically what I'm in the midst of doing is a final test to make sure that everything can go through this system. So I had maxed out my emeralds down in this chest down here. I put 64 emeralds in there, and then I took 6 more emeralds and threw them in the input chest to see what would happen when it, you know, got to here. It should sense that, you know, there's already 64 in there, go through the whole system, loop back around, and end up over here in the overflow chests. I also threw in a pickaxe, a diamond pickaxe, I think it was a compass, and an enchanted book, which again can't go anywhere in the system, so they should end up over there. I had some podzol, I think it was 6 pieces of podzol, which are not programmed in any of the chests. They should end up over there. And then I put 6 diamonds, which should be able to get sorted. 6 pieces of steak, which are in this chest, which should be able to get sorted. And 6 pieces of acacia wood, which are in this chest. And then this light here is for this bulk storage unit here, and this was programmed for sand. Okay, and I put 6 pieces of sand in. So right now I'm just waiting until things calm down with the lights. I think it might have been, let's see, boy, this video is going to be so long. All right, I'm not seeing any more activity, which is an awesome thing. Okay, so I'm going to come back down. All right, let's start down here and see how we did. All right, here we go. These were the overflow emeralds. Perfect. These were the podzels, and there's my pickaxe, my enchanted book, and my compass. So that worked perfectly. All right, let's come over here. Okay, see again, I had maxed out the emeralds. That's why those other 6 ended up over there. This is up to 7, which means 6 new diamonds were added. That was perfect. In here, we're at 7 stakes, which means 6 new ones came in. Up here, we're at 7 acacia, which means 6 new ones came in. That's perfect. What else? Let's see. Bulk units. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this, did I do this wrong? It lit up. Oh, it lit up, but, okay, I am not seeing sand. So, no, my bad. This is an input chest. This is the input chest to this module. Where this sign is the lowest most bulk. This is not bulk down here. So if I open this chest, we should see our sand. There it is. Now, remember I said I put 6 sand in, and you notice there's only 5. That's because, I think I pointed this out, this guy here is what's programmed to check for sand, right? And this will work in all these modules. This hopper will always contain one of the items you're testing for, okay? Once it gets inside of this dropper, it's automatic and it'll push all the way in. So if you wanted to make this thing foolproof, you know, when you're populating this with, what was it, 22, 5, 10, 15, 21, 22, take a 23rd piece and put it right here, okay? That way, you drop in 6 sand will appear in your chest. It'll be foolproof, okay? All right, so I believe that was a final test. You saw that everything I put in made its way into the correct chests, okay? One of the tests we did at the very beginning was putting an item way down here to make sure that it actually was able to push all the way down. We know that works because all the items that needed to go in this chest made its way over here as well. Okay? All right, so this is going to do it for the tutorials. Just to give you some ideas on what you might choose to do. So I'll start over here. Remember, these are the overflow chests, okay? I chose up here to put enchanted books. You know, you could put them on here. Leaving this bottom one open for, you know, the overflow items to put in. Remember, you can put anything in these chests as well as these chests, and they won't get goofed up. You know, you can arrange these books any way you want, and you know, they're not going to drop into this chest, and you'll find them right back where you put them. Okay, so you have that ability. All right. Over here, right above the main input chest, I just created, you know, a chest to put weapons in, tools, and these books are actually books that I would use to enchant tools, okay, and armor. All right. So let's come over here and I'll show you what I did over here. Again, you would come in down here. So, you know, my thought is that you would want to have all the stuff that is most common to your needs, you know, right in this area, and then the stuff down here would be for stuff that you don't use every day, right? So you can see here, you know, even more so than my food, I thought my precious stuff was more important. So you can see how I've set this up. And again, if you look at this, you know, this is going to come from a person that's just started playing the game. You know, if you're watching a lot of YouTubers and stuff, you've seen people create farms that'll, you know, get you a ton of iron or a ton of gold. You know, so when that happens, you know, you can actually take these out and create bulk storage units for these. but you can kind of see what I did here. All right. Up in this box here, this is all basically meats. This is rabbit stew, so that also uses meat. You can actually eat spider eyes. They will damage you a little bit, but you can actually eat them, okay? Same thing with rotten flesh. So I put all my meats in here, and then these are all the non-meat oriented foods. You know, these baked potatoes are actually good for you. So if you can get a hold of a potato, I would highly recommend these, because these are as good as meat, really. Okay, what else we got? All right, here's the woods, and you'll see that I've tried to put everything that you could create out of wood in the same chest. So you can see here, this chest is, you know, 2 of the woods, right? We've got the oak and we've got the spruce. But then we also have the planks, the doors, the fence gates, the fences, the stairs, and even half slabs, okay? So anything that you might add for the woods. And you'll see up here that I have the next 2 and the last 2. And again, notice it's all the same so that you can find this stuff easily, okay? Coming over here, actually, let's come back down here. Here again, redstone chest with all my redstone goodies, okay? Railroad stuff. I also tossed in bricks. I don't find a huge use for bricks. So something I've been doing more recently is using bricks as my foundations for creating the railways. You know, in other words, I put rails on top of bricks, okay? And then just some buckets for stuff too, all right? All right, heading up the line. Plants and flowers all the way down. A little bit more naturey stuff, but this is the stuff that's a little less common, including all the red sand and sandstone stuff that can be made, as well as snow and ice, and then again oddities and stone sponges and quartz. Books, a couple of the beacons, ender pearls, slime blocks, bones. Again, eventually you're going to create farms for these, and you know you're going to have chests and chests of these. But you know, to get you started, I put them in here, and I didn't know what to call this chest. I put all my lighting supplies, you know, that you could create in there as well. Some of the oddball things you could make out of stuff too. These are regular chests. These are trap chests, separated out to make it a little easier. Okay. And then over here, I started to look at colored stuff. So I've got 2 chests dedicated for the different wheats. And what I did is I have the blocks, I have a spot for carpet, plus I have a little spot down here for the different dyes that are needed. Extra white, because you can make any color you want out of the white. Okay. Same thing here, the other 8 plus some extra white in their dyes. Then I had gone down, and the next 2 chests are colored. This is all your clays. Again, starting with your white clay, ending with the hardened clay, which is basically the uncolored clay. You know, you take these and put them in a furnace, and you get these. Okay. Actually, you take, 4 of these, and you create a block of clay that you really, I suppose it kind of looks a little lighter than this stuff, but you can't color it unless it's hardened. So you take that block and you put it in the furnace, and you get these. These are also the things that if you ever find a mesa biome, you're going to see a ton of this. Okay, and again, the other 8 colors here too. Now, do you also notice I'm including the dyes here? All right, I'm going to talk about that again in a second. Then the last 2 on this side were the colored glasses and the panes of glass with some plain white glass and dyes, and then the darker varieties. Okay, so let me go back here. I had said, you know, I'm putting dyes in here, but remember the way this system works is, you know, it's going to come to the top here, right? So these dyes are going to fill up first. All right, so remember that. So you know, I'm going to have 64 orange dye in here before I get any orange dye here. You see that? Okay, but so you'll have 3 spots to collect dyes. All right, so that ought to be awesome. All right, let's go next door. Up top here, you can see here that I've decided to devote an entire chest to granite. 4 rows of the unpolished, 2 of the polished. All right, next one, diorite. Again, 4 rows of unpolished, 2 rows of polished. The unpolished is what you find, in the caves, and then you got to put them together to create polished. And the last one, the andesite, same thing. Okay. Then I have down here an entire chest of straight clean stone. Okay, you put cobble in a furnace, you get clean stone. If you have a pickaxe with silk touch, you'll pick it up right without even having to put it in the furnace. Okay, from the clean stone, you can make all the stone bricks. So I've got all the different variety of stone bricks that are in here as well. Okay, down here is sandstone. One of these chests in here is 4C, and actually I think it's right here, right? Yeah, so you're going to have up to 7 double chests of sand, which is great for making glass and for creating sandstone. So this chest here is all my sandstone. And then the last chest over here, start down here, these 2 chests are for ender stuff. Not ender stuff, but nether stuff. So all your nether brick and the stuff you can create from the nether brick. Down here, I've got soul sand and nether quartz ore and quartz itself, which again, you can get these guys with silk touch. And then some obsidian that you use to create the portals that are needed to get to the nether. Okay. Heading up, we've got, that is green looking, I thought, but this is all the stuff you might find in one of those underwater temples. All right, so all the goodies you might find there. Then I created a potion, so it's got all the potion ingredients and modifiers. Line of water bottles here. These do not stack, I don't believe. Yeah, see, so you gotta have a whole bunch of these. And then I tried to create just like 3 each of the common ones that I would want to drink, and then down here I have the splash ones that for whatever reason I might want to throw at a mob. So for instance, this guy here, along with the golden apple, is what you throw at a zombie villager to help cure him. All right. Heading up, you got, again, some of the more unique items that you might find or create in the game. Okay. I tried to include most of them. And then up here, just a whole lot of slime balls. I meant to put a few slime blocks in here, but I forgot. And then snowballs in another bucket. And let me just come back here, because I might tweak this a little bit. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should put some slime blocks in here as well. So I might think about that, okay? And then again, I have created signs, so I'll just show you these to give you some ideas too. Okay, just using some arrows showing you that this chest and all the ones above it, remember there's 7 of them back there to collect your netherrack. And then this chest here bypasses your bulks and sends them on down to those, unsortable ones. Okay, here you got bulk gravel and bypassing module 4, which is this one, which means if you know it's one of these you want to sort, plop it in here, it skips all those and speeds it up. Okay, you can see what I did here. Bulk sand, input to bypass module 3. Bulk dirt, input to bypass module 2. Bulk cobble, input to bypass module 1. Over here I'm saying these are your open chests. This is your main input chest. And over here, quick input to your non-sortables. Okay? Alright, so hopefully that'll give you some last bit information on how you might choose to organize your system. Again, if you don't have any of these, just put cobble in there. Just put a placeholder, okay? If you've got the experience, take the cobble and put it into an anvil and name it. All right, so if you want to have 5 spots for diamonds, but you only have 2 diamonds, put your 2 diamonds in, create 3 named blocks of cobble that say diamond, 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 and plop them in here. Okay, that will also allow you to not have regular cobble coming in there as well. because the instant you name it, it becomes different than standard cobble. Okay, so again, if you have an easy way to get a lot of XP, you might be able to do naming that way. You know, it may take you a long time, but that's another possibility. Okay, so hopefully this will help you too. All right, this is Dot, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you give this guy a try. Thanks. Bye-bye.